Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. I've been away for 2 weeks. If you haven't noticed, you probably did. I have an explanation for that, but that explanation is going to come up in my vlog that I will publish probably during the next week. So, you're gonna have to wait until then because I'm not gonna go deep into it because I have another subject prepared for today. I actually have a script. Imagine, I'm so well organized. You might wonder what's wrong with me. Right, so today we're going to talk about projecting and mirroring. These two things are very important in relationships and are basis of most failures in relationships. I'm going to quote you a quote from Shakti Gavai. The people we are in relationship with are always a mirror reflecting our own beliefs, and simultaneously we are mirrors reflecting their beliefs. Right, so how many times have you watched people fall in love and start a relationship and everything is brilliant, everything is looking as if they found the love of their lives and they found their happiness, their missing part, just for that relationship to end up being the worst thing they ever had. And sometimes when you're looking from outside of that relationship, you can see the things going down. Right, so you might wonder why. There are several theories that we can look into to understand this a little bit better, but I'm gonna be looking into just two. It's the theory of projecting and mirroring. So let's read the definition first about projecting, right? So the psychological projection is a defense mechanism in which the ego defends itself against unconscious impulses or qualities, both positive and negative, by denying their existence in themselves, by attributing them to others. Interesting, right? For example, a bully may project their own feelings of vulnerability onto the target, or a person who's confused will project their own feelings of confusion and inadequacy onto the other people. It has believed for many years that we only project negative personality trait, negative characteristics onto the other people. And in this case, we're talking about our partners mostly. But lately, there has been talk about projecting the positive qualities onto people, and you can see that the best in the cases where people project things onto the rock stars, musicians, YouTubers even. There's so many like big YouTubers that are literally like worshipped as gods, and it's basically because we tend to project the positive qualities that we can't really see in ourselves onto them. In the beginning of relationship as well, we tend to project all the best qualities that maybe we have ourselves, but we're not able to see them or not able to relate with them onto our partners. So maybe we're going to try to find a person that has all these positive characteristics, and in a way, that person's going to make us whole again, as if we're born halves or some other ridiculous things. We're born whole. Anyways, we're gonna come back to that later. For example, like in the case of a musician, maybe you're a great musician yourself, you were really talented, but your parents said, no, you're not going to be a musician, you need to be this and that, or you need to be a doctor, you need to be that. And then you kind of project all these great qualities into someone else. Oh, he's so talented, oh, he's so great, like you're going to admire that person and things like that. But it is in fact the projection of your greatness that you can't accept in yourself onto the other person. So generally we're all great in something, it's just sometimes we can't really live that greatness in us because someone told us, no, you can't be great, that is for someone else, you are not born to be great. Yeah, there's parents like that, trust me. Later in the relationship though, you will see that we tend to project the negative qualities that we don't want to face ourselves. For example, a person might have been shamed of certain kinds of behaviors, and now she or he is projecting that qualities onto his partner. I'll give you an example. My mom loved to be a victim. Like, she was the victim role in our family, and her family was really strict. Like every time when she tried to do something for herself, she would literally get beaten up by her family. Like once she came back with a guy home, like the guy literally gave her a lift, and she got slapped by her father, calling her a whore. So nothing that was out of the order was allowed for my mom. And any kind of aggressive behavior, any kind of, not only aggressiveness, is sometimes taking things for yourself, you know, like claiming things. Okay, so she wasn't allowed to do that. But that doesn't mean that she didn't have the urges to have things. So, you know, she would be such a victim that even if you tried to say no to her, she would make you suffer. Like she would shame you and she would guilt you into, you know, in the end, like saying, okay, I'd rather fucking do that than have to deal with the emotions that I'm feeling later. So, you know, she was also projecting the strength and the aggressiveness onto my father, which, you know, sometimes when he wasn't strong or aggressive, she would push him into that, because he had to play out that role for her, because she couldn't, because she felt too guilty to accept that part of herself. I hope I explained that. Good for you. So she basically projected her power and cruelty onto another person, because she wasn't allowed to be that. Mirroring is similar to projection in many ways, only mirroring is basically what other people mirror back to you. So projection is basically what you project onto them, but mirroring is what people mirror back to you. It's kind of play, you know, of you projecting and they mirror back. Right, for example, we all know this person. A person that is never angry. So this person is never angry, but she seems to attract, or he seems to attract all these angry people around her. And she's like, what is wrong with this? I'm such a calm person. I'm never angry. And you know this person, and you know that she or he is passive aggressive, but she can't accept that trait in her. So she mirrors it back onto other people, and she attracts all these aggressive people into her life that are always reminding her basically that she has an unconscious part in herself that wants to get out, and she is not accepting it. Let us go back to it. Aggressiveness is not only being aggressive, beating people up, or being rude or something. Aggressiveness is about knowing what you want and taking it. There are nice ways to for example, be competitive or be focused, you know, like that energy has a lot of positive traits, but we sometimes only see the negative one, and the negative one is really bad, of course. As Debbie Ford said, we project our own perceived shortcomings onto others. We say to others what we would be saying to ourselves. When we judge others, we are judging ourselves. Remember that, guys. If you constantly beat yourself up with negative thoughts, you will either beat up on the people around you verbally, emotionally, or physically, or you will beat up on yourself by destroying some area in your life. What you do and what you say is no accident. There are no accidents in the life that you create. In this holographic world, everyone is you, and you are always talking to yourself. So be careful next time, you know, like when you talk about someone, just check the way you're judging them. What exactly are you saying? I remember when I was a kid, my mom was so afraid of fat women. My mom would literally go around the town and she would ask me, like, is this lady more fat than I am? Is this lady? And this terrified me. Like, when I was a kid, I was thinking that being chubby or having a little bit of extra baggage means that you will be unhappy in your life. So I caught myself when I was a kid doing the same thing, judging other people, you know, by their looks or something. And then I realized this is my projection of my fear onto the others, and that's the only thing it is. And this is more evident in relationship than anywhere else, you know. It's no accident that you have picked the partner that you have. I have seen some really tragic relationships. For example, one person that was accusing the other person that, you know, he's unable to take care of himself. And I, as an outsider, I have witnessed that they were both unable to take care of themselves. And that was the reason why they were together, you know. But in this crazy nightmare where they would be judging each other, you know, throwing the projection and mirroring stuff back, they actually felt safe, because it would be more dangerous to accept that I am unable to take care of myself and I need to find a ways to be able to be independent, not to lie to myself that I am and project this trait onto the other person. These are very complicated things, and this is what self-growth is all about. The only way to get out of this nightmare is to become aware of the things that you are saying, the way that you are judging people, you know, to find the peace in yourself. And sometimes you need to, I remember there was a part of my life when I got really fat, like after my mom died. I needed that to understand that, you know, I'm not unhappy, nothing bad is happening. You know, this is the projection that my mom projected onto other people, and I kind of adopted it, and it's shit, it's stupid, you know, like, the only way to be unhappy is to choose to be unhappy. It doesn't matter of your size, your body type, your skin color, nothing. You know, there is always a way to find happiness if you are able to look deep into yourself. Moving in with my partner was specifically traumatic for me, because you see, like, in my family, having emotions was not allowed for the children. It was only the thing that parents had, because my father was a narcissist and my mom was a victim. So it was too much things that they were handling, you know. So being emotionally unwell wasn't allowed for me. So when I moved in with my partner for the first time, like, he's the only person I ever lived with, I was so used to hiding all my emotions and being in my room that, you know, being open in front of him and having all these kind of feelings, you know, I couldn't handle that. So I projected tons onto him. And, you know, like, he did the same to me. But it took us ages of adjustment to finally get over it. But, you know, like, the quality of relationship directly depends on the ability of someone seeing the things that the partner is mirroring back to them, and to see what are you projecting onto your partner. Here's a funny one. When I was a kid, I was really bad with the clocks, so I couldn't read the time. And my brother was always making jokes about how I'm gonna be late for school. And I developed this anxiety about being late. So I would literally, like, still, I'm always early, at least 10-15 minutes. Even if when I was going on the date, I would always be 10 minutes early, which is so unusual for a woman. Even if I tried to come at time or to be late, I wouldn't succeed. Like, there was this huge anxiety, you know, I had because of my brother always making jokes that I will be late. And imagine what? My partner is always late. He is always late. And if we go somewhere together, it's such a weird combination, you know, like, because I am ready like 15 minutes early, I'm ready to go, and he is always doing something in the last minute, and I'm like freaking out, you know. So just to be clear, being late is passive aggressive. That's a passive aggressive behavior. And, you know, so in a way, I am the mirror of his quality to be somewhere on time or before, and he is my mirror of me not giving a shit if I was there on time. And, you know, we're not allowing ourselves to feel these qualities. But to be just clear, few times I was late because of him and nothing bad happened, and it was a good experience for me. And many times he was on time thanks to me. And, you know, like, yeah, it's a good thing. Like, it's a good combination. It doesn't seem like a great combo, but it is. If a person's relationship with himself, herself is unhealthy, is likely that relationship with others will be unhealthy as well. You know, relationships make us see things in yourself that you wouldn't see really if you were single. That's why the yogis say that relationship is the hardest thing, the hardest thing to deal with in your life. It's even harder than to go to celibacy and to spend your life in, I don't know, an ashram or whatever. It's important to see the things that you are projecting into the world and the things that the world is mirroring onto you. Sometimes it's very challenging. Sometimes you're not able to see why some things are happening to you. Like, how the hell did you deserve all this? And I'm telling you, it's not about deserving, it's about thinking. Even if you deserve, we all deserve the best things in our lives. We all deserve to be happy. It's not about deserving, it's about what you feel and think inside of you. So if you feel unworthy, unfortunately the world is going to mirror you that unworthiness. So working on yourself is always the best and the only way to deal with anything, because having or looking for that perfect man or a woman, if you are not that perfect man or a woman, it's not gonna work. I'm sorry. Anyways, guys, tell me what you think. Tell me about the things that you are projecting onto people. I'm curious, and tell me about the things that world is mirroring or your partner is mirroring back to you. And I don't know, it's all interesting to me. So yeah, let's do it. Thank you for watching this video. If you did like it, consider becoming my Patreon. And but anyways, I'm thanking you so much for watching the video. And this is the last time you're gonna see me in this chair like this, because I am preparing one part of the room only for the videos, and I want the videos to be more like professional, and I want to invest more energy and money into this. Anyways, I really enjoyed this, so thank you so much, and be sure to check out the vlog that's gonna be out in a few days probably, to see what I've been up to in the last 2 weeks. Bye!